Join you once again. I haven't seen y'all in a while, so I thought I'd do a live real quick about just growing through the ashes. And when I say growing through the ashes, it's because I've just had the craziest week, and I felt somebody needed words of encouragement because I've been a little discouraged. So it is what it is. But you guys know I went to, have a great weekend, and I had a great time with my friends and just actually being with familiar people again. And I was on the way home, and a big grown male deer just came out of nowhere and hit my truck and took the entire driver's side out. And yeah, it's pretty much just totaled, and that was the vehicle that me and my kids are usually in, and it brought me down a little bit. It's about adulting, and it's about life just coming at you sometimes. But I'm glad I'm alive, and I'm glad that I'm okay. That's all that mostly matter. But at the end of the day, it taught me a lesson about certain things, especially having maybe like a rainy day fund and everything. But I'm here. And I just know other people are going through the same thing. It just seems like a snowball effect with me lately. Like certain things have just been happening over and over again, or they've been going back to back. And it's not for no reason. There's always a saying that if things seem to be going left and things are weird or something's going wrong all the time, there's something for you. So I'm trying to keep that mindset and just pray to God. And I'm like, please show me what's about to happen. Please let me know because it's getting frustrating. But I keep the faith, and I know that when I go through things, it usually makes me stronger. So the biggest thing that I always say about growing through ashes is that we all are gonna go through fire. We're gonna get burnt sometimes, and our choices are gonna come back and fall on us and make us feel some type of way. But what I've learned over the years is not to stay in that place because there have been times that I just let one moment carry me away to this whole other place that it didn't have to be. Because as an adult, you have to move on and fix things. So that's what I have to do is move on and fix a situation. But some people can't always take that, and a lot of people out here just over any little problem, just feeling down and discouraged, and like everything is wrong. But I've learned to grow out of that state of mind and not to think that just because one thing happened, my whole life is in shambles. So the biggest thing I always say about that one tip is about the people that you keep around you. I think discouragement mainly comes from also lack of support. If you don't have a lot of people around you that are like making you feel uplifted or they're making you feel like everything's going to be okay, then that's the place that you are going to stay, especially if they're always making you feel like you do something wrong. So if you have people around you that are kind of just making your mental state worse, or they're kind of not giving you that support of letting you know that you're human and it's okay to mess up, then you might need to rethink your circle. Because when it comes to mental health, we're already beating ourselves up inside. So if you let someone know that you're going through mental health issues or you have these problems, but they're still kind of not really on your side, then they might not need to be the person that's around you. And another thing is just processing stuff. That's what I call it when I'm kind of just silent and not really speaking about a certain situation. It's me processing and just kind of being like, I'm not going to talk right now, but just think about what I need to do next and what's my next step. Because we just are quick to make decisions or we're quick to step to things that we don't really think out for the long haul, especially when it comes to emotional or traumatic experiences. But for the most part, that's the biggest thing that we need to do is plan things out, process it, let it settle, and kind of see where we are later. Even if it takes about a week, just see what you need to do and where your spirit is during that time later once you finally get to just calm down and collect yourself. Because I'm a reactive emotional person. So I know that about me is that I always need to make sure that I just calm down before I make these big decisions or before I make the ultimate decision about anything. Because my mind can change again, like probably 2 weeks later. I'm a Gemini, is what it is. But that's a big character about a person is your reactions, is making sure that your reactions don't tumble into something that causes a bigger problem. So another thing is that keep the faith that anything is possible. Sometimes you can be going through something terrible today, and next thing you know, tomorrow this miracle happens. A big check can come out of nowhere, or just you get the biggest opportunity you've been waiting for your whole life. That's the outlook that we all have to keep because this day is not going to happen again. This after this March 16th won't be here anymore. So we're going to be moving on to another day to make it better and to improve. So when you keep that on your heart, knowing that you can start over again should be enough. And letting that last day go should be the biggest part of it. So another thing is just knowing your full potential, knowing that even though you are having a bad moment or a bad time, like it's not you. So that thing I've been struggling with is, I mean, I'm not used to not being able to find like the job of my lifestyle. Like when I say my lifestyle, like I have a certain pay rate I expect and that I'm used to because of how many skills and how much background I have on my resume. So I'm not one to usually settle for things, but it's just like here I haven't been able to find my footing on a lot of stuff. And that has me sometimes question my purpose. But that doesn't mean that I'm just not good for anything, or I'm never gonna find something perfect for me, or I'm never gonna get, something that's more frugal. I'm also still putting things into my business. You just never know what happens. So anybody out there that's just struggling with what you're supposed to be doing, even if it's a business, a project, something short term or something that you just aren't sure about, I just want you to take that and make sure that you don't let it go because that's the biggest thing is not quitting. Keep on going. Make the resilience. Stay there. Because us, especially as Black people, we're known to be our biggest critics and to let others be our biggest critics. One person can say one thing like it's stupid or joke on you about it, and next thing you know, you're just like it was dumb and you let it go. But believe in yourself, know your purpose, know why you're here and what you're doing in this world. And that's how you grow through any of the trauma or any of the pain that you experience because it's not the end of the world. But I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. I'm gonna be coming throughout the week back to back, but I do have an event that I have an idea for, and it has to do with mainly my publishing company, and I'm thinking about doing it around June. But it's going to be called Book Business, and I really want to help Black authors who this year especially have been putting their books together or they have manuscripts and they just don't know where to start. Maybe a little shy about it or haven't gotten to me about it, but it's going to be an event for anybody who is wanting to write a book, if they've already wrote a book, or they just need to know the next steps in publishing their book. So I want to actually do a presentation, get some questions answered, present some things, let you know some easy steps to starting your book and how to market your book and make it even boost your business if you're doing a book that centers around what you do as a career. So that's going to be the exciting part. I'm going to have a lot of good little tidbits. And I think I'm going to make it into a brunch so that everybody can actually network and parlay, talk about books and discuss their manuscripts. You can just be among other writers. So please stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to have the venue booked by next week and going to see exactly what all the theme and everything's going to entail into it. So if you are interested in helping or if you do have any suggestions, please come to me, interested in helping host and let me know. But for the most part, it's definitely a big idea that I have on my head and that I want to do. And I will let you know more details. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, a great Thursday, and that you get through the rest of your week with your head just held up and you have a wonderful weekend. And I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna visit home and be with my people for a minute. I'm ready to kind of want to just have some good genuine love around me. So I'm looking forward to that after this past weekend because it's been a crazy week. But guys, I'm gonna keep on smiling, I'm gonna keep moving, keep my head up, and I hope you do the same. And I thank you for your support and for anything that you followed or that you thought of mine so far. But nice to see you guys. See you later.